I told niggas, man, if I understood finances 4 years ago,
It'd be
I probably wouldn't be here with y'all right now.
totally different place, yeah.
Fair. I done made
Because all the money you make.
I done made the money.
Also fair.
Exactly. It's just the fact that I only knew crypto. So when I made the money, I just put it back in rather than doing other things. And that's why I try to teach other people or my kids all the shit I learned. Like, you know, financial education is very important. That shit is the most important.
Financial literacy.
And they don't teach that at all, right?
It's very important.
It's literacy. You don't have to be Mr. I got it all together. You just need to be Mr. Okay, I didn't know this, let me try it. Like that's what builds like true character and allows for you to do different things in your business and in life. Like again, this shit's scary as fuck to me, right? This whole space, this whole thing is scary to me. No one believes me when I talk about it because I don't move like I'm scared. But it's a scary
issue. Being scared. You know, we are our own worst critic. And I feel like I'm hard on myself more than anybody else. And, you know, I'll fail and then I'll be scared to fail again sometimes. And I feel like that's a big reason why I slowed down on a lot of shit.
That's the reason I didn't start shit.
Yeah.
The reason, again, and this is the where you get to bridge that gap. You feel me? First and foremost, I don't fuck with people of too high status until I realize what I need. Right? So like, I didn't walk into colleges and ask for courses on shit that doesn't make any sense to me. Why would I go to a person who's playing the game at a high level knowing that I don't know what I need? Right? So that's the thing out of there. So that's why if you talk to people, they'll say work across the board first, build up, then go up, right? But if you have someone who's willing to put their hand out and pull you up, you should use that to your advantage. It's smart, right? So like in this space, you have the advantage of having me who has already done the year of the struggles, I've got a decade worth of fucking it up and figuring it out. You should lean on that because I'm willing to give it, right? Like, when I watch people not do that, it makes me laugh a little bit, right? It was the same conversation that we had about when we was talking about, again, coming to Sarah and talking to her. Talking to Sarah ain't the problem. Knowing what you're gonna talk about is. Right? What am I here for? If you don't know what you're here for, then what are we doing? Don't come in there and say I have an idea. Everybody has ideas. What do you want to do? Is there a time frame? Like he gave me a date. I didn't go, nah. I said, I gotta look. Then as soon as I look, I said, this matches, good to go. Time frame allowed you to do that. An objective thing allowed you to do that. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference between I want to and I'm doing. Right? So again, we could pool. We could pool our resources. I know some cats that want to do some dope shit. I know cats that you could turn this into, like, Very Good Juice could go holistic and party at the same time with nothing touching though. Because you could build a subsidiary and call it something else and then take that in that direction. Yeah, I'm aware. I pay attention.
I already gave somebody some juices to put the tincture in there for the THC. So yeah, I'm already on that. I'm already doing it.
Do you know why? Because when you really trying to do business, you don't do it stupid. See, I go to John. That's who I'd go to. I'd go to John. I'd be like, John, let me pull you.
I started talking to him about it already.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I ran into him at the fucking public market.
Yeah. There's a reason why you keep running into John, dog. Yeah. There's a reason why. Look, nobody doesn't trust me because I'm not trustworthy. So when you pull my card, even if it's unintentionally, I'm gonna tell you pulled my card, right? And that allows us to have a real conversation. Most of the time, most cats are afraid of that. They don't want to be seen. They want to hide in corners and shit. I'm not hiding, right? Like, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying I'm not hiding. I refuse to fucking hide. This season is no hide, right? So when I come in, listen, my wife may not like what I said, but I said what I said. You may not like what I said, but I said what I said. And that, for me, was a hard thing to get over because I spent so much time setting up what this space is that I didn't even know if it would accept me. Fair? Do you get what I'm saying? So I had to play a new game, right? And when I say play a new game, I had to be honest with myself. That's all we doing. That's all we talking about. We talking about being honest. You need help, get your help.
Shoot me a message. I'll say probably like 1:30. Yeah.
Shoot you a message at 1:30?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a SIM card.
Let's do it.
I might not have it to you till tomorrow.
We got Instagram
till tomorrow,
till then.
bruh.
We got Instagram.
That's way sooner than
we got Instagram until then.
I wasn't gonna have my phone back on until June.
I want to get this shit for myself. He ain't deserving of it yet. So I got you. You can have the number. I got another number anyways for him if I want to give him a number.
Yo,
I got you.
that's a godsend right there. You want any kickback for this? You said the number free, but still.
I just want to build, bro.
I'm trying to build too.
Bro, this nigga help me all the time.
Yo,
Actually, sit back.
if you looking to make more juice, you looking to increase quantity, please, I do have free time.
Bro, it ain't about that. I just want to help a brother that's trying to get somewhere, just like he helped me get somewhere.
Exactly, but it is about that because I'm trying to help also, yeah.
And trust me, that's why I was sitting there talking to you earlier, like, yo, you got these women.
Yeah,
And women the ones that's gonna want the juice. Them want men drink the shit too, but not like the women.
right.
The women more into their health than men is, if you ask me. At least in our culture.
Yeah,
So,
you're not wrong.
Well, I mean, if I'm a king,
yeah,
I need a kingdom.
yeah,
I can't go to another king
yeah,
and talk to him without a kingdom.
yeah.
You can't say you're a ruler and you ain't ruling over nothing. So then when you come to me and say, I'm a king, and I look and you don't even have a wife,
Right.
or you don't have a family,
Right.
but you say you're a king, I'm like, okay, that's a deficit. But if you came to me and you said, I'm a prince trying to build, fair. What you want your kingdom to look like, right? But a lot of the times we walk around like we all got this king shit going on, and it's not true. I say this with most respect to all of the women in my life. I know who I am because of how they respond to me.
Right.
That's how I knew where I was. I wasn't something to play with anymore. I was something you either agreed with or didn't agree with, and you respected that. When I had earned the respect of the women around me, I knew I was different. That's how I didn't have to question it anymore. I could say, I really want to do this, and it's happening, like, because I'm willing to let it happen. Come on, we call that manifestation, right? But we too busy playing around to manifest. Fuck out here. Like, I don't know why we doing that to ourselves. Like, that's what I'm saying.
You know why we do it to ourselves? Because nobody told us what it looks like.
Fair.
Nobody said, no, we didn't
Nobody
have-
sat you down and explained
We didn't
it.
have any
Fair.
examples to really see what that looks like.
That's fair.
And that's why I think I go through this shit that I go through.
Yeah,
So I
facts.
look back, I'm like, I'm trying to look at, see what I went through as a kid. I'm like, I really ain't had no fucking trauma. I really didn't. You know, there's a couple things that happened, but I'm like,
Yeah, had a good life.
nothing to where I can like, yo, this is the reason why I
It's
got no
it's the
excuse.
small stuff. It's really how you interpreted stuff. Like there may be something small that it's not really that traumatic, but the way you interpreted it may have been
Super traumatic.
That's a fact.
the trauma, and then you carry
Mega
that
levels
forward.
of traumatic, bruh. It could have been like it could have, you could have had a parent who didn't understand you and you took that as a reason to hate yourself.
Right.
Like, these things do happen, right? And like right now, like, you know how many people hate themselves, dog? Because we got so many young parents, how many people legitimately hate themselves. They're taking this new shot, right?
From my juices, he was mad at me the other day. That's my cousin.
Yeah.
We like brothers still.
Yeah.
Fuck with this shit. We still brothers.
Hey,
He was mad at me because I was like, at this point in time, I didn't love myself, bro. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, nigga, like, I didn't love myself.
right.
I'm being honest, like, you took me fucking lying, like, nigga, it took me, I used to love myself, and I fell down, I fell. And I was down for a while. That's why I was 300 fucking pounds out of shape.
Built yourself back up.
I didn't love myself. Cause it was
Right.
funny because I felt like, yo, fat people don't love themselves. And he got mad when I said that. And I'm like, they don't. He's like, how? I'm like,
It's so controversial to say that, but it's absolutely true. I'm sorry.
Right.
I agree. Like,
Right.
and there are people who have more trouble losing weight, but let's be very clear.
Yeah.
To be overweight is to push yourself in a direction of not loving yourself.
Yeah. And
That's literally what you're saying. But again, look, I had to learn how to move. I ain't learning how to shuck and jive from nobody, right? But I had to learn how to move, and they are similar, right? Like, and I'm calling you out, but not calling you out. Devin was shucking and jiving when he first came in here. Fair? That shit makes you unhappy, right? Like, and I know because I watched my dad do it for years. I'ma move the way that this dude moved. So that's when I came into space. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. They be like, for real? I'm like, no, for real, I'm not doing that. And you gotta pay me. They're like, yo, you mad, abrasive, and rude. I'm gonna be rude, but you gonna pay me, ain't you? Or you gonna hire somebody else. And a lot of the times, they paid me, right? There was instances they were like, nah, we'll get somebody else. Cool. Then that's not extra work for me, right? Fine, right? But I realized that was something I learned. My dad moving the way he was moving became the way I thought it was supposed to be done. And you do two things with it. You either internalize it and repeat it, or you internalize it and go completely against it.
Yep.
I went against it, right? I was like, hell no. I'm not bending no knee to nobody of certain color, degree, or status. I refuse. So when I said that, again, it caused a lot of turmoil in my life. My superior officers, I used to argue with all the time. I would go into spaces, somebody would want to hand me money, and I'd be like, I'm willing to take the money, but what do you need? And then they would say what they want. Oh, well, you just got to change this thing. If I change that, it changes everything. Right. No, thank you, right? And when I would say no, thank you, those would be, a lot of times, I got looked at as foolish, right? You get what I'm saying? You could have been up here doing this and doing that. And I'm like, unhappily though. Yeah. Can you imagine what it's like to make hundreds and thousands of dollars and still be in debt? Millions of dollars and still be in debt because you're moving in a way that America says you're supposed to. Nah, I'm good. I'd rather be wealthy. Body, mind, spirit. Give me that. That's and again, look at my life, right? I am meticulous. I eat a specific way. I spend time with my family a specific way. Let's just keep it real. I even treat the people in my life a specific way. If you don't hear from me, it ain't because I don't want to talk to you. It's because I'm too busy doing something else, right? If you want to be important, I'm at a point in my life where you have to come to me to show me your value so I can see it, because most of the time I'm not looking that direction. It's not to say I'm not trying to, it's just to say I'm not, right? And on a lot of instances, most people don't see that. So all they do is they become selfish in a movement. You hate yourself and you selfish. Where you going? Right? Like seriously, where are you going? Oh, it's McDonald's fault that I'm fat. Nah, it's the burger you put in your mouth, the fries you choose to eat, the late nights you stayed up, the water you didn't drink, the greens you refused to put down. You eat for gratification. Sounds like an unhappy thing to do. Oh, you're taking a shot to lose weight because you understand. But here's what you want: quick. You don't want real. You want quick. Guess what? Guess why you fat? And again, we can bullshit the camera on. Like I said, we can bullshit. We can bullshit. Yeah, I've been recording sometimes. Right? I can bullshit what it is, but I'm not doing that anymore, man. Like for me and mine, I can't do that anymore. Every time I look at Lil Man, I see the reason why I can't just say yes to everything. Right? I literally think, would LJ respect this decision? Literally, that goes through my mind. Right? I could be a piece of trash if it wasn't for certain things that my family gave me. So I build for them, right? Ashley me and Ashley went through a rough time during the pregnancy of him. And all the stuff I had to do just to get through. Like, they saw some of it, y'all saw some of it, and I was honest about it. So many people found their salvation as like their own happiness. Again, society is telling lies. I can think of 3 people in here who think they're supposed to be happy all the time. And I'm like, that's not how it works though. You get what I'm saying? And we are having talks with these people and they're starting to change, because we're like, nah, you don't have to be happy, but don't stop. Keep going, move forward. Right, I'm not like even this shot that's coming out. You know why I don't like this shot? Because the people who are choosing it for the wrong reasons. You're not some diabetic dying who needs to lose weight. No, you're somebody who could make the right decisions choosing to take the shot. As a matter of fact, it's from a place of privilege, and that does bother me, because I know somebody who could use it, who has no access, as you don't need it, and have all the access. And of course that's gonna bother me. I'm a man who sees what my community needs. But then I go back to my community and I hear, let's just sit around and do nothing. People should just give to us. And I'm like, no, it's in the middle. Like, there is some give, but you gotta be willing to receive the give. See, that's why in this current season, I'm telling y'all to lean on the relationships. I'm seeing the shit. You've already done the work. I trust you. I'm willing to give to you. What the fuck are you doing? Right? Like, that's literally what I'm asking both of you, right? I'm asking, like, okay, so I trust you, so I'm willing to give.
Now what?
But you're not asking. So, right, now what? That's facts. Why are we not asking for what we need? I don't want to bother you. If you say that shit to me one more time, I'm gonna be upset about it.
Leaning on the relationship.
Right? Like, because that don't make no goddamn sense. It don't make no sense for me to be in a position for all of us to build generational wealth, and you telling me that you bothering me by feeding my kids in the future. That shit sound wild to me. You understand? We can build real shit in here. That's why when people came in Devin was the first example of somebody who said, I'm going to trust the leadership and let's see where it goes. And as soon as that happened, life changed around. You've talked to people who have left here and they're like, we had differences. No, you didn't want to sign up. That's the truth. And again, I'm not mad at that, but stop playing like that's not what happened, because that will give you what you need. So again, conversationally, bro.
Speaking of that, this one's the camera on.
Yeah, it really was on the whole time. I turned it on before I sat down.
You speaking on people plugging in in a way, and it is. I've been talking to you about faith, me discovering faith. I think that was like a leap of faith right there, because I still hear so many people, even in space now, being like, oh, I'm not one to plug into a cult. I don't want to be part of a cult. And I think that mentality keeps you away from community, because how do you know the difference?
Right.
And is there a difference? I think
define cult.
Yeah.
You know how many times we just sat here and I had to say, define the word of the thing you just said.
Hey Siri, what's the definition of cult?
What a cult is.
Yeah, good.
Let's look up the real definition.
But I can explain to you exactly what a cult is, and there's not one. Because a cult is like Hitler.
What's a cult?
He just had a big ass cult.
He said the cult was Hitler.
Yo, I can't hear me over all this shit.
Put it up, bro.
That's the video, bro. They treat the one leader like he fucking Jesus. They pray to him. That's a cult.
All right, here we go.
We call that anti-Christ.
A cult is a system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object.
Yep.
That was you said the definition.
Particular figure or object, right? When one time I done told somebody to pray to me.
Nah, we talk about ethos here.
Not one time.
So I think that is the
culture.
difference.
We talking about movement. We talking about understanding yourself. When we telling somebody to plug in, we not telling you to become a zealot. We're telling you to literally, what you want is on the other side of the thing you don't want to do. You should do that, right? And even then, it's a suggestion, not a command, right? So like, again, to misunderstand, when I watch, this is why you see me call out labels all the fucking time. The average person will say something and have no clue what they actually are talking about. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody. That's just truth, right? Yeah. Just yesterday, I said you was trying to impress me to one of the ladies in here, and it turned into impression is subjective. No, it's not. The word impressed has a definition. That is the definition. By the definition, that's what you were looking for, right? Well, we'll agree to disagree. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we start changing the definition of words, we have lost what connects us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If you think you can change the definition of a word because you feel high or low about a thing, you've missed the point.
Hey man, we gotta call them one day.
Listen, and that in and of itself is a wild space. But at the same time, see, that's why I give if you listen, I give reverence to people all the time. But labels, nah, I'm not big on labels. I will respect if you ask me to call you something because it's what you asked for. But I'm not big on the label. I'm big on respecting the person. So most people misunderstand that. Fuck your labels. I'm not calling nobody they, them, them. That's what they think I'm saying. What I'm really saying is, so you identify as they, got that, I will call you that. Boom. And I'll still fuck that up because I'm old school, right? So like, I'd be like him, I mean they, right? And what I've watched people is blow up and be pissed that I got it wrong. But that says more about you than it does about me, right? Because if you're mad at me for making a mistake, how many spaces you done walked into and misidentified yourself? Or matter of fact, do you know yourself well enough to stand 10 toes down at all times? Because if you don't, then you shouldn't be mad at other people for not understanding who you are.
I think that part's a big part.
You get what I mean?
I think there's some honesty in that you have to admit to yourself in it.
My God. We about done at this point.
It's a great conversation. You can't walk away from
All the time.
I'm gonna reach out to you. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, my guy. Peace. That's like the whole thing, dog. Like the whole thing isn't. We're not trying to control nobody. We're trying to give you the tools for the success that you say you want. And if you're not with it, then I would rather you just be honest about what you want. If you told me you don't want to lose weight, like one lady came in last week and she said, I'm not looking to lose weight. I'm really just looking to feel better in my own skin. Great. I hear two things when I hear that. I hear one I hear I've failed at trying to lose weight, right? Like it hasn't worked well for me, so I don't focus on it. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
The other, that's more important, is that I want this journey to be successful. I don't want to focus on what didn't work. I want to focus on stuff that I think is going to help me have an overall journey. Christina's a great example of that, and Amy.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Christina and Amy if you watch this. I like to look at them because Amy came in and like she sent me a message the other day. She said, "Remember when I was like, I don't need no help, right?" And I didn't push it. I was like, cool. Then she kept coming to me with little stuff. Then she was in Bars and Bells when nobody was up in here. I was coming in here every week. And there wasn't nobody coming, kind of like, you know, the stuff y'all have experienced in y'all classes, and now that shit is cracking, but
Bump.
right. But before, I didn't have. Amy was my first. Me and Amy spent like 2-3 months just working. She was like, I figured I'd try it.
Yeah.
Her ability to try became what she was really looking for. Now she's killing it, and we're talking about helping her discover and do new things because of what she wants to do. Again, y'all have a better relationship now. Like, all of it was found in her want to try and her willingness to do so. So when I see people who come in and ask for help, and then I see coaches who don't want to give that help, I'm confused. Being a coach isn't about your ego. It's about having the humility to say, I'm willing to help. And I do or do not have the tools, but let's figure it out. Fair? That's all I've been thinking about lately.
Nice.
That's it. And we're going somewhere now. So we're gonna see what happens.
Oh yeah.
And we might as well close this out. We really spent that whole time talking.
Yeah, let's close it
talking
out.
with Gar.
That was good though.
right.
I feel like this is gonna be a different type of episode, but
Hey, we
it's
do
good.
need to do a like men sitting down talking more type episodes
Absolutely.
for sure. I like when we do Coach's Corner with Bill, but that was definitely different. I don't know what to call this one.
Yeah, I don't know what to call this either.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Shit. Yeah.